Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Miana, and we are back, finally, for Have You Heard TV. We are back on YouTube. I am almost done with my first semester in grad school. I'm still working hard, pulling hair appointments every day, and all of that aside, I officially have had time and the energy and the strength to pull myself to the side and give you all what everyone has been asking for, a YouTube video. So today, we're going to be discussing pause, because I have to cough. I can feel it coming, and I'm still getting over a cold, and I do not want y'all to hear me sounding like an old man. So pause. While we're pausing, before my cough comes out, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at @mentalelephant and on Twitter at @theelephantherd. And yeah, so we're back. Had to get that cleared up. So, today we are going to be talking about everything that's going on social media right now. If you do not know, I will include a few pictures and videos here. So we are going to be talking about Miss Summer Walker. So to give you all a bit of a background story, Summer Walker is an up-and-coming R&B artist. I put her in the R&B category. You all may put her in something different. But I personally have never listened to Summer Walker. My best friend's a high fan. My sister's a fan of Summer Walker. I personally have never listened to her. But yeah, so Summer Walker is an up-and-coming artist. This is her album. If you have not peeped it, it's like one of the #1 albums in the world. But she goes on tour. She does concerts just like every other up-and-coming artist. And most up-and-coming artists, in order to connect with their fan base and in order to expand their fan base, they do meet and greets. So Miss Summer Walker did a meet and greet, and one of her meet and greets was kind of ripped apart. Afterwards, apparently one of the fans went on social media. I'll see if I can find the tweet and put it somewhere around here. Went on social media and talked about how she's very standoffish and she doesn't really talk to you, and she literally just says hi or maybe just signs a picture, but she's not interactive during her meet and greets. And even a lot of people have said that during her concerts, she's not that great of a performer. She's very off-putting. She's not really paying attention. And one of the biggest things I saw is that during her performance, she often checks her phone or is on Instagram or things of that nature. So that led into Summer Walker then coming out and discussing how she has social anxiety. How she deals with social anxiety. So she struggles with meeting people and interacting with people and being in large amounts of crowds and being in front of a lot of people. And she really struggles with handling and dealing with that. Another cough coming. Gonna go ahead, put a pause right here. While we're pausing right here, make sure you guys have it over to thementalelephant.com. Okay, and we're back. So she's saying how she has social anxiety and she struggles with things like that. So now the debate in social media and in the African-American community, and especially in the mental health community, is, does Summer Walker have social anxiety? Is social anxiety a thing? What is even going on? So I definitely wanted to make a video discussing that and talking about that. There's people that are about to come past this window. I'm gonna go ahead and close the door. So me personally, and before I get into this, I definitely want to say that I'm not licensed. I'm currently in grad school getting a master's in clinical mental health counseling, but I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not a licensed counselor, not a licensed professional. This is just my personal opinion, being someone that has general anxiety disorder and someone that interacts with and knows people that do actually battle and have been diagnosed with social anxiety disorder. This is just my input. I will definitely say that my biggest thing when it comes to this situation is mental illness is not visible. That's kind of the big problem and the big stigma around mental illness. It's not visible. And a lot of people are saying anytime she posts a video or she posts a picture or she seems happy or is having just a little bit of a good time, she can't have social anxiety because look at this, she's laughing and having a good time and talking to her family. She can't have social anxiety. And that's not how social anxiety works. Number one, social anxiety is different for everyone. How I deal with my MDD and how my MDD affects me is not going to be the same way my MDD affects other people or MDD affects other people. Same thing with social anxiety. Just because one person has social anxiety and they act a certain way does not mean everyone is in that same boat and everyone's going to act that same way. Number one. Number two, you can be happy and still have a mental illness. I don't know why people think having a mental illness means that you just can never be happy and you're always sad or you're always crazy or whatever. No. You can definitely suffer from social anxiety or suffer from anxiety or suffer from some type of mental illness and still have happy days. I have major depressive disorder and I am in a okay mood, still getting over sickness, but Michael Phelps suffers from depression and that boy be pulling laps like it ain't nothing. Like there's so many people that deal with anxiety or deal with depression or deal with bipolar disorder and they're still able to have a happy, great life. Just because you deal with a mental illness does not mean that you're always sad, always suicidal, always closed off. Like, no. Number one. Number two, Summer Walker is a very beautiful girl. So of course she's going to take pictures and video and stuff like that. That doesn't affect her social anxiety. That doesn't affect her inability to want to perform and be in front of other people, which leads me into my next topic. A lot of y'all that are on social media and that are on Twitter talking about, oh, well, she shouldn't do this, she that, and social anxiety the thing, and she's just shy, blah, 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 are a lot of the same people that cannot present in front of their class, get scared or shy whenever they got to ask their mama a question that they know they're going to get in trouble for. Like, y'all have issues with just peeing in front of people and like so many other things that normal people have issues doing, or just making a phone call for a doctor's appointment as an adult. But y'all are sitting here critiquing this girl because she's not comfortable performing on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people. Let's also look at the fact that there's plenty of artists and plenty of big time people who have reached the level that Summer Walker is at and have had to perform in front of thousands of people and failed or flunked or hit substance abuse or ran into a lot of problems under that pressure and under that stress. Y'all don't know what it's like to have to be in front of thousands of people all the time every day, to have your life watched all the time every day. And not to mention, everybody don't want to be famous. Our queen, Beyonce, or at least my queen, if you ever actually look at her interview to look at how she talks and stuff like that, she is very proud of her craft and proud of what she's brought to the world, but she doesn't actually want to be famous. How she wants to go about her life and how she wants to go about her talents and her fame and everything is up to her and completely on her. What I will say, however, because I'm not going to say yes, she has social anxiety or no, she doesn't, because nobody knows. That's between her and God and her therapist. As someone that is supportive of her, I would definitely say that this falls more so on her PR team, in my opinion, and more so on her management team. Because if you know your artist, you know your artist is not interactive, you know your artist's strengths and weaknesses. That's just what it is. Like, you know what your artist can and cannot do. You know what your artist will and will not do, will and will not succeed at. So as the PR person, you should know not to put her in meet and greets if she's not interactive and if she has issues being in front of people. So in my opinion, that's where the fault lies. It lies in her management team for putting her in that situation, and possibly a little bit lies in her just for, if you know that you struggle with interacting with people, you know you have an issue with meeting people and things like that, just don't offer it. That's all. It's that simple. Just don't offer it. Just don't offer it as an option. Because when you offer that as an option and then you don't fall through, that's when you fall into the backlash and the issues and the problems and the hatred. But I also think we live in a society where, because of social media, Twitter and everything, people feel like they're entitled to say whatever they want to say and things like that, which people are stupid. Like, and I'm so sorry, and I do not mean that in a mean way, but people really can be ignorant. And I've also noticed a lot of times people know the truth and they know what's right and what's wrong. They just choose to be ignorant just to be ignorant. So that's just how I personally look at the Summer Walker situation. I feel like she's a beautiful, talented girl that, in order to be in her bag, be in her in order to be in her Duffy with my little Duffy with the name on it, shout out Marlboro Cheerleader, but in order to be in her Duffy, she needs to step up her management team or her PR team, or get someone on her management and PR team that has some type of background or mindset of mental health, number one. Number two, definitely look at professional help, a therapist, medication, meditation, anything like that to kind of work on the nervousness and the social anxiety. But also just not be concerned about fans. And I know that sounds harsh because we want to support our fans, we want to love our fans and everything, but at the same time, fans don't know you, if that makes sense. Like, y'all don't know her. Y'all don't. Nobody knows her, actually. So, yeah, but for people who are anybody's wondering or like questioning, social anxiety is definitely 100% a thing. It is something that people really do struggle with, and it is a real issue. I'm not going to say if she does or doesn't have social anxiety because I don't know. But like I said, if she does, she just needs to handle it in a different way so that way she can get the help so that way she can get the help that she needs so she can get into her Duffy, but also so that way she can be the person that she wants to be and not fall into this lane of artists and actors and actresses who are thrown into the limelight, thrown into the fame world, and don't know how to handle it and end up having breakdowns or bad careers or make career-ending decisions because they're not ready for fame. They're not ready to go out, and they're not ready for what all of that brings. That's my one thing with Summer Walker. Summer Walker at least said, like, look, sis is tired. Sis can't do this. Versus some of you all's favorites who won't admit that they are not interactive people. They're not people person. They're really just talent, and that's it. Migos. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just my little 2 cents on it. But aside from the Summer Walker thing, make sure you all are subscribing to us. Shout out to all 93 followers, 93 subscribers that we have. Shout out to everybody that follows us on all of our social media and has been to our website. Subscribe because these videos are coming every week. Today is Friday. So I'm going to commit to myself to make sure I upload videos and give you all videos, vlogs, talks, everything. We'll go with every Tuesday and Friday. That sound good to y'all? Either Tuesday and Friday or Wednesday and Friday. We'll see. One of these days. But yeah. So make sure y'all subscribe. I'm about to go in the house right now and go to sleep because I'm looking for my phone and I'm recording on my phone. That's why I need to go to sleep. I'm about to go inside, go to sleep before my next hair appointment. Make sure you guys follow us on everything. Check out our website, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below how you feel about the Summer Walker situation. What y'all thinking? What y'all think? Y'all think she sugar honey iced tea, or she being real and being transparent? I think she's being transparent and being honest, but I got a soft spot for people that battle with mental health problems. So yeah, make sure you guys comment below how y'all feel, and I will catch y'all on Tuesday or Wednesday, possibly, not quite sure yet. See y'all later.